Hi everyone, welcome back to GoLocal Live. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us this Friday afternoon. I'd like to thank Bob Whitcomb and Ray Rickman. And now my next guest, Pete Deffet with the Manton Avenue Project. Thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely, thanks for having me, Kate.
I know you're a busy guy because this weekend the Poetry Play Festival with the Manton Avenue Project is taking place. But I want to take this a step back. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement with the Manton Avenue Project.
Okay, so I have been involved with the Manton Avenue Project for 15 years. I started off as a volunteer. This is our 15th season, so we're having a big gala celebration on May 13th. Come support us. It started off as a very small organization. It's a playwriting program for students in Olneyville, which is a neighborhood in Providence, for those of you who don't know. And young people come together with adult playwright dramaturgs and write plays of their own around a theme, which this time around happens to be the poetry plays. And then we produce those plays with adult actors over the course of a weekend. This particular weekend will be at the Wilbury Group in Providence, which is 40 Sonoma Court in Olneyville. What else? That's pretty much the history of the Manton Avenue Project.
I'll tell you, if you go on their Facebook page and there's all the videos of the young folks talking about, what the play means to them.
Absolutely.
I mean, the impact that this has on young people, getting involved with the arts and, taking a look at themselves, taking a look at society. You've been at it for 15 years.
Yeah, and we really believe we're not necessarily trying to create the next generation of young artists. We're really trying to give these young people resiliency and the tools that they need to succeed in the world.
So the festival that's taking place this weekend already kicked off yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, last night was our first performance. We had a small but very happy crowd. And we'll have performances tonight at 7 p.m., Saturday at 7 p.m., and a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m.
And of course, we'll provide links to that as well. So who should be turning out? I mean, folks who want to support the community, support the arts. Manton Avenue Project, as you said, has been around for so long. But I'm sure you're constantly inviting new people to say, come and check us out.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, first and foremost, it's just a blast. The plays are incredible. We have characters like Blue Alien French Fry, a chorus of angels that come down from heaven to deliver a poem. I mean, it's crazy. And there's a character named Mr. Glasses, who was based on the student's actual pair of glasses. And this is a sequel from last year, who is partnered up with Leonardo da Vinci.
Mr. Glasses and Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, they go discover a new planet. I won't tell you what the name of the planet is, because you'll have to come out and find out what that is.
So how important is this when we hear, especially in the schools right now, obviously budget issues face every city and town around Rhode Island, and clearly we know of the impact here in the city as well. How significant is it to have this arts outlet for young people in a time where they might not necessarily even get this level of exposure to schools? People always talk about the critical component that arts provides, and here this is an enrichment program, after school program. How important are the arts to these young folks who come out and have this opportunity, interacting with great mentors, and then but being able to experience this?
Well, we start with students just with William DeBate Elementary School. We've partnered with them for the last 15 years. But as our program has grown, students have wanted to continue with us. So we now have a middle school program called Map in the Middle and Teen Voices. And those students now have taken over the backstage roles. So they run the board ops, they run stage management, they take care of props, and they're also mentoring the younger playwrights. So I think just the mere fact that our program has grown and grown and grown with time shows you how important it is to the public schools.
And I assume that you've had some good community partners, community investments. I mean, obviously, being a nonprofit, depend on the kindness of those who know the value of this program and say, we want to support this.
Absolutely. So for instance, this time around with the poetry plays, we worked with local poets Christopher Johnson, Shea Rivera, and Vadak Kumba. And we also partnered with the Providence Community Libraries to go in and look at different books of poems and talk about different ways of expressing yourself through poetry. And also partnered with City Arts, which is a visual arts organization for young artists on the south side of Providence, and they created all the projections for our backdrops.
Well, this is a true community project that is the fruition this weekend, the Poetry Play Festival. And you alluded to it before, and I just want to make sure that you have the opportunity to give it a plug. The gala, again, speaking of fundraising opportunities to support the Manton Avenue
Absolutely. We raise about a quarter of our budget at our annual gala each year. That'll be May 13th. It's a superhero-themed gala. And you can check us out on Eventbrite or our website to find out more information, mantonavenueproject.org.
Well, I can certainly see the superhero aspect of it. You too can be a superhero for kids who
Or Shiro.
Shiro, superhero, super Shiro. Again, for youth who have this amazing opportunity to get exposure to the arts and playwriting and backstage all these opportunities that I'm so glad you were able to come in here, let folks know a little bit more about. But again, we're going to provide those links, the Poetry Play Festival. If you want to be inspired by youth here in the city, I'm sure you'll want to go check it out. So Pete, Deffet, thank you so much for taking
Thanks
this
so
time
much
to
for
come
having
in.
us, Kate.
And finally, we're going to be back with our last guest here talking a little bit of politics here in downtown. Don't go anywhere.
Uh-oh.